Hello everyone, NiPi here, and today I'm going to be doing a new series sort of thing. And basically what it's going to be about is what kind of stuff you're going to want to do. Like, let's say you have the ultimate survival world. You finished it up. There's nothing really left to do. I'm going to show you a few things you can do. So today I'm going to be topicking a little bit into stuff like lighting, basic redstone contraptions you can use around your house to make it cooler because you've already done everything. So I'm going to start with something, a basic light that turns on during the night. So all you're going to need is just a daylight center, a redstone lamp, and if you want to decorate it, make it a little nice fence. Um, if you use a wood fence, it can burn. So if you're in the Nether or well, obviously you're not in the Nether, but if you're somewhere dangerous with fire and stuff, I would not recommend using this at all. Nether brick then. You also can use, I'm not sure if this works actually, trapdoors. I don't know. That can be for design as well, but I'm pretty sure they might close up and fold up during the night and the day. Alright, so basically you're just going to want to make a little nice little pole. Height you want, depends. I think it would be nice, 3 blocks. You're going to want to put your little daylight sensor on top. And during the day it lights up. So this is a design right here. And what it does is, let's say you're underground, you can have one of these things. And another thing you can do is, if you're underground, basically you don't want the pole here, but you want, like, maybe you could have like it hanging from the ceiling or something like this. If you're underground, and you'd obviously have the roof covered, so you'd have, like, your little underground area. I wasn't thinking right. I thought that it was a nighttime sensor. It was gonna go off. So you have like your little roof thingy. You know, that's nice. It comes on when it's dark out. If that's right at your entrance. That's just really basic. That's not a very nice design. What I'm going to show you now is a good design. What you're going to need for this: redstone lamp, lots of redstone for this, redstone torch, redstone repeater, redstone. You're going to want a daylight sensor. This is optional. If you this is the easy way to do it though. There's two ways to make a daylight sensor. There's a couple. There's that one with the grass and the water, which I hate. There's the daylight sensor, which is I love. And then there's the old one I used to use before there was a daylight sensor. I'll show you this. If you guys are too lazy to make one of these, you can make something way harder, which I don't know why you would. I'm gonna show you what people used to do and what I used to do. You need a villager. And basically, a while ago, villagers, when it became nighttime, they'd go in houses. So basically what you do is you'd build a little house, and you'd have the little villager house set up. You need a door. That's very important, otherwise it doesn't register as a house for the villager. I don't know why. Well, yeah, maybe that's why. Okay. You want it at least enough so you can fit a pressure plate inside. Now basically what's going to happen is the little villager, he's going to walk into his house and he's going to step in that pressure plate. And you're going to want to put this like this, so he has an outside, so he thinks it's outside. This is the registering the computer. And then you're just going to want to put a little circle almost like this. And then very important, you want to put a half block right here. Now this makes him think he can get out and go explore the world, sort of, but he can't. Now using this half block, basically it's saying, hey, you can get out of here, come out of the house. Normally, otherwise, if he didn't have anything, he'd stay inside this house. Now during the nighttime, like, I'll spawn a villager there. If I set it to night, I can't type. Like, see how he's on that half block right there? Because he wants to. I can't even remember that. So he's jumping on that half block because he wants to get out, and he thinks that he can go and explore. There. Now during nighttime, because it's nighttime and he wants to protect himself from the zombies, I'm not even sure if this still works because it has been a long time. Yeah, it was. Now look, he's gonna go in there and he's gonna stand on that pressure plate because it's nighttime. And basically, what you would do is underneath this pressure plate, you'd have like some redstone. He's so happy. You'd have some redstone like this, and then whatever you wanted to wire up, you do that, and that's how you'd make the nighttime sensor. But it only worked with nighttime. Otherwise, you'd have to invert it. For those of you who don't know what it is, you just put a redstone torch there, and then that would make it um, that'd make it a daytime sensor. So that's basically how you did it the old way. Nowadays, you have the nice little sensor that comes in the game, so you don't have to do any of this. Alright, so I'm going to show you the basic contraption. What you're going to want to do is you're going to get some leaves. I prefer jungle leaves because they're nice and thick. You don't even have to use a redstone lamp. You can use glowstone, but I prefer to use redstone lamp because you'll see. Alright, so you want a piston. Sticky piston, not, it only works with a sticky piston. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to put down your piston, redstone redstone lamp, and you're going to want to invert this as well when you're ready for it. You run repeater, make sure this nice and powered. Daytime sensor. This can go anywhere. And in fact, if you have multiple lamps, you might want to put this in like the center of it. Then you want to cover this up with leaves. And you're just going to want a little section sort of where the thing can pop up at. Like that. And you can thicken the leaves, make it thicker, design it however you want. I don't really care. Do whatever you want with this. You know, nice spiffy little leaf. And then you want to put a redstone torch behind where it pops up at. So, like right here. Like that. But you're going to want to put down a solid block, like grass, which should probably already be there, and put that there. That's going to light it up a little, so it's not the nicest design, but you won't really notice during the daytime. So next what's going to happen is, and you know, you might not even want this during the survival, is you're going to want to invert this right here. So again, for those of you who don't know what inverting is, basically it switches it. So when there's not a signal, it's on. So see, as you can see, this little thing pops up, and it brightens the thing, and this is for like a one path, not for like all, like, you don't want to put these in the middle of nowhere. You want to like maybe have like a little gravel path going along, have one on each side. Like you could have one on this side as well. I'm not going to put one there. Put down some nice little stone path. Maybe your friends, like you have a little town. And basically, in the daytime, this will go down. And it's hard to tell that redstone torch is making that much light, because as soon as it hits nighttime, I think, as soon as the daytime detector pops up, and you can see the daytime detector's off. I'll teach you guys how this works. Since the daytime detector's off, there's no redstone. The redstone, if it's on, will turn off the redstone torch, is basically how this works. You can have lots of them, like, obviously what you do is you'd hook up to this one redstone thing, so you'd only have to have one inverter. So you could just, like, you know, build one over here, have your nice little path right here. And then during daytime, that goes down. So, you know, nice little thing there. And then another option you can have is a classic one. A lot of people use this. You'd see these a lot on servers. You need a fence, netherrack, trapdoor, and a flint and steel. And then basically the way that people do it on the servers a lot, you can do this too if you want to. Just build up a little fence, put netherrack, fence posts, whichever one you think is cooler. Oh, you can see the little villager. He's hopping up on here again because he thinks lower. You can have it flipped up, you can have it flipped down, and then light the top. That's a different type. Then we have, normally a lot of people like to put netherrack under this, like the different fence, not netherrack, the nether fence. And then we have, you can also use this one right here with glowstone instead. So you don't have to have the redstone torch, so you could just use, I'll show you, glowstone. And you put leaves, more leaves. And you just set that right behind there. And it, honestly, I think the redstone lamp is cooler. And then you'd set it to night. And you can see it does light it up quite a bit. But it's hard to notice once it turns on, which will probably be, like right now you can see it's still on, but a low signal because, and that signal will get lower and lower because it's starting to become night. Now, as soon as this happens, this thing should pop up out of the ground. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's going to be like any second now. I think exactly when the sun sets, it set off. So you can see you have this example, we have this example. And we also could do all sorts of other types. There's lots of different types of lights. I'm not going to cover them all. Just showing you a few. One thing you can do is ender chests even light up just a teensy bit. And if your house is dark and you don't feel like throwing torches everywhere, you can actually put glowstone under your furnace. So let's say you have a furnace or a crafting table. You can grab some glowstone. And this is really, really nice feature. You go ahead and put down your furnace. Put down your glowstone. And if I cover this up, you can see if it's not covered up, it's bright. And normally the best way to do this is have leaves. Again, leaves are very good with lighting. So you can just put these right here and, you know, nice bright. Like, and this is a nice design to use. My mouse is broken. This, and then let's get some dirt, cover it up. So you can do this. And, you know, it's nice. Especially if you're in like a jungle house, maybe you'd have some wood here. Like, get wood. Like that. There you go. Nice. So, these are several lighting options you can choose from. You could just stick with torches, which isn't fun at all. Or you can obviously make night vision potions, which, even if you left your house, like, mobs would spawn, so which isn't nice. You can even make a fireplace. I'll show you how to do that as well. Iron bars. Bricks. Netherrack. Flint and steel. You can have one like in the middle of your house, maybe. You'd have like, this is normally a really good design that people use a lot. It's just the 2-block fire. Just do that, like that. And you know, you have your little chimney. You get the point. You have that little chimney. And, you know, that's in your house. Then, you can have a big one, like a bonfire almost going in the middle of your house, like this, sort of. And this is normally 4 blocks like that. Do that, do that, that, netherrack. Oh, now it's raining. That's okay, it doesn't put out the nether. The nice thing about netherrack is the fire never gets put out no matter what, unless you punch it with your fist. And, you know, guy has wood right here, but, I would recommend being very careful with this kind of stuff. And you put one there, one there. If you want to, like, you can wall it off even in your house. You can have, like, a lower sort of thing. I'll show you in a minute. Like this. Open. At the bottom, which is... And then another thing maybe people didn't know is that furnaces give off light as well when they're, cooking. So, you know, this has been stuff to do when you finish your house. I'll think of a name for it later. I don't know, Pimp My World. And so this can be open like only in the direction you want it to be. Maybe put some bricks under there. You know, that looks nice. Well, guys, this has been Pimp My World or whatever I decide to call it. Um, See you guys later. If you like this, let me know. I'll make more of it. Bye and stuff.